You made me feel like a woman. This pleasure is so magical. You've just taken me to cloud 9. Now, these are some of the things your woman will tell you if you do the things I'm about to discuss in today's video. Hello, my name is Oge. I'm a registered nurse, a registered midwife, and a degree holder in nursing. And on this channel, we dissect all things sexual, reproductive health, and wellness. Now, in today's video, I'll be telling you how to pleasure your woman. I'll be discussing the things you need to do in order to pleasure your woman. Now, pleasing a woman is not rocket science. It's that simple. And I'm about to demystify that in today's video. Now, the first thing is never compare your woman with your ex. Now, this is very important. When you compare her with someone else, you are bringing down her confidence. You're bringing down her self-esteem. You're giving her this feeling of incompleteness. You're giving her this feeling of unacceptance. Never compare her body with someone else's, your ex's body. Now, every woman's body is different. The way your ex experienced orgasm might not be the same way your current woman experiences orgasm. They are two different people. There are women who have experienced squirting. There are also women who haven't experienced, they don't know what it feels like to squirt. This is why it's unhealthy to compare your woman with someone else. They are two different people. Now, this brings me to the second point. Ask her what she wants. Now, this is where communication comes in. This is very important. Ask your woman what exactly she wants, how she wants to be touched, how she wants to be caressed. Now, for instance, there are particular way you touch a woman's breast, she might find it uncomfortable. There are particular way you touch her nipples, she might find it uncomfortable. And there are particular ways you touch her nipples, she will find it pleasurable. Now, ask her what she wants. If you're doing it the way she wants it, she will tell you, oh yeah, I like the way you're doing it now, or I don't like the way you're doing it now. Her voice, her looks, her gestures is going to tell you exactly what she wants. But most importantly, ask her what she wants. How do you want me to touch you? For instance, if your woman has undergone female genital mutilation is a process where a woman's external female genitalia is partially removed or totally removed. Now, in some cultures, some societies, they still do this, okay? But this is not scientifically okay. This is more like abuse, okay? So, for instance, if your woman has undergone female genital mutilation, there's likelihood that she will feel pain during sex. There's likelihood that she may not achieve clitoral orgasm, especially if the entire clitoris, the one you can see, is totally removed. So she might find sex painful. She might have this emotional trauma towards sex. She might have this feeling of incompleteness. She might lack confidence. She may have low self-esteem. Okay, so this is why communication is very important. Always ask her what she wants. Ask her how exactly you're going to do it in order to pleasure her, where exactly she wants to be touched. Now, there are different erogenous zones in a woman's body. I'm going to make a separate video on erogenous zones, the right places you need to touch your woman. This is very important. Now, this brings me to the third point. Don't go for her vulva first. Now, this is the mistake a lot of men make. You're about to have sex with your partner. The first thing you do as soon as you get hard is you want to penetrate her. It doesn't work that way. Now, most women take time to actually get to that point where they beg you to penetrate her. It takes time for a woman to get wet. Let me put it that way. It takes time for most women to get wet and aroused. Unlike for men, a man might just see a woman's breast and then he's hard. But for women, It takes time. Just by seeing that you're hard doesn't make her aroused. No. I need you to see my video on how to make your woman wet. That video is very comprehensive when it comes to how to make your woman wet. Please see that video. So apart from asking her what she wants, don't make the mistake of going for her vulva first. Be patient. Tickle her, tease her, touch her, stimulate her in other places. Start from the outside to the inside. Now, the vulva should be the last place you should go to. Now, I bet you, if you do the things I'm telling you right now, and the things I also mentioned in that video, how to make your woman wet, I bet you your woman, your partner will be begging you to penetrate her. Be patient. Now, this brings me to the fourth point. Take note of her menstrual cycle. Not so many men are interested in a woman's menstrual cycle. Imagine you ask your woman, you know when she menstruated last? You know when she menstruated this month? For instance, she menstruated last month, 15th, and then this month, she hasn't menstruated, for instance. And then suddenly you just ask her, oh baby, have you seen your menses this month? I know last month you menstruated 15th. I should be like, oh wow, you're really good. So you actually remembered when I menstruated. See, women, things like this makes us so happy and makes us feel that this man is totally in love with us. So know her menstrual cycle, know her cycle length. Oh, you have a 25-day cycle. You have a 27-day cycle. These are the days you're going to be safe. These are your safe days. These are your unsafe days. Women love things like this. So taking note of her menstrual cycle, understanding her menstrual cycle is one of the keys to pleasuring her. Now, the fifth way is set aside a day for her. This is very important. Now, I don't mean setting aside a day for her for sex. No. Setting aside a day for her for other things that is not sex. Maybe other things like hangouts, take her on a date to see your friends, your family, put up a candlelight dinner, decorate the house with some flowers, set up, make the environment romantic. It doesn't have to be sex. Discuss her goals and aspirations with her. What you like, ask her what are her long-term goals, her short-term goals. Just set aside a day, creating that time for her. Now, we women always know that men who make out time for us, they are in love with us. Women know this thing. So when you set aside a day for her, this is one way that is magical to pleasuring your woman. Now, the sixth way to pleasuring your woman is by complimenting her looks. I bet you more than 70% of women likes compliments. If you know any woman who doesn't like compliments or appreciate compliments, please tell me in the comment section that you've met someone, a woman who doesn't like compliments. But I know a lot of women likes compliments. I like compliments. So compliment her looks. Baby, you're so beautiful. Who made your hair? Who is the stylist that made your hair? I need to see this particular stylist. She did so well, or he did so well. You look so beautiful. Your lips are so beautiful. I love your eyes. I love the way you walk. You have an absolute figure 8. I love everything about your body. These words gives her a feeling of love, a feeling of acceptance, a feeling of wholeness. It makes her know that you love every single thing about her body. Now, if you are telling this to a woman who have low self-esteem, I'm very sure her self-esteem will definitely improve. And I'm very sure that she will have an improved confidence. She will come to a level of self-acceptance because this man I'm with is in absolute love with my body. He compliments my looks. Now, the seventh way is by buying her a gift. Now, gifts are so powerful. I can't emphasize on this enough. Buying a gift for your partner is a way to show love, is a way to express your feeling towards her. If you love someone, you should express that by buying things for them, by spending your money on them, right? Now, I'm currently recording this video with an iPhone my husband bought for me. To be honest, I was so ecstatic the day he bought this phone. I was over the moon the day he bought this phone. I was happy because before then I was using an Android phone. It was my dream I just wanted to have an iPhone. I'm not going to tell you what happened afterwards. That's a secret. Another way to pleasure your woman is by letting go of performance anxiety and trauma. This is very important. Now, a lot of men have this performance anxiety. Oh, so when we start having sex, I don't know, I'm so scared, I'm anxious. Now, fear always comes before failure. So when you are scared, when you're anxious about sex, there's every likelihood that you may not satisfy your partner. So make sure you let go of performance anxiety. And this is why, if you do every other things I've mentioned earlier on, this partner of yours, she will support you because there's already communication. She will support you. Tell her how you feel. Now, if you have performance anxiety or you have problems with lasting long in bed, please see my video on how to last long in bed, treatment for premature ejaculation if you have premature ejaculation. Now, and also let go of trauma. Now, for instance, you have this thing that traumatizes you emotionally. Now, if you are emotionally traumatized, it will be difficult to achieve sexual wellness. It will be very difficult, okay? You might even have difficulty in achieving an erection if you have an emotional trauma. Probably trauma from your childhood, something that happened in the past and you're still traumatized. Or maybe you were abused. I've heard cases of maybe some men who were sexually abused probably when they were little. And then in your adulthood, each time you remember this, it puts you off. Please, I would advise you to go see a sex therapist. I'll see your doctor. He might refer you to a psychologist, a sex therapist. Okay, you need therapy. You need to heal. Because if these traumas are still there, then it will be very difficult to pleasure your woman. Now, these are the 8 ways. If you know these 8 things, if you master these 8 things I've listed in today's video, trust me, you will pleasure your woman. I mean, pleasuring her will be so simple. Never compare her with your ex. Ask her what she wants, which is communication. Don't go for her vulva first. Take note of her menstrual cycle. Set aside a day just for her. Compliment her looks. Buy her a gift. And finally, let go of performance anxiety and trauma. I will see you in my next video.